Hey friends, it's Michelle with Garden Jargon, and I am here at the Ginger Creek garden today. I am a day late in sending out this video on the update of our garden because this weekend I had company in town and I did not have time to do a video for you guys. So I wanted to make sure that I got the video out to you today. And unfortunately, it is midday and it is stifling hot out here, and I don't care. I'm gonna just pound through this and show you what we have going on in the garden. Plus, we're gonna have some new additions to the garden today. Some new tomato plants, because we cut some suckers off our tomato plants last week and they were giant. So we're gonna plant them. Why not? It's free plants. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's start over here in this hot and muggy what we consider the raised bed garden. We have our okra going. I don't know what it is with the okra this year. For some reason, I feel like last year the okra shot up really fast and did really well. And okra in all three of my gardens this year is going really slow. So I just hope that means it's going to give us lots of okra before the snow. Our pepper garden is doing really well. We have a lot of peppers to harvest off of our peppers. The violet sparkles. Look at these. Look at them. They're loaded with these pretty peppers. Hope you can see that. The fish peppers are variegated and they're so pretty. We have lots of green beans growing. These beautiful beans. Look at those. Nice. Some more tomato plants in there that we put in there from suckers that are still growing. They have not died. More beautiful peppers or sunflowers have taken hold of the ground. They're doing really well. We just got to keep them watered. Our eggplants are finally producing. We have tons of beautiful flowers on our eggplants. We just got this all re-cardboarded. Carolyn came out here. These okras are doing way better than the other okras. We just got new cardboard laid down here, which is fabulous. And now we have our plants in here and we're going to get more mulch when we get another delivery and put some more mulch down here. Look at my dog. I think she knows what she's doing. Hey, Molly, come on. I love bringing her, but there's hawks out here, and so I need them not to snatch my dog. She's back there. Come on. Let's go over here. We have pulled out of this garden already, guys, 80 pounds of food. And I've taken it over to the Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry so far. So we are extremely fortunate and blessed to be able to have had that. We've been diligent on our squash, making sure we keep this pruned, as well as keep an eye open for any pest damage that we might have. I think we may have had some pest damage on one of them, a vine borer that I have not seen the damage yet, but it looked like the start of some damage, so I'm just going to keep my eye on it for the next couple weeks. All the leaves look really good. I'm going to get some diatomaceous earth in here and put that down on the trunks down by the grass, or down by the ground. That keeps the worm, it'll kill the worm that bores into those trunks and kills off our plants. If I can get that powder on there and that worm comes out of the egg, then he'll die before he does any damage on our plants. And look at our yellow squash. These are not growing straight up, guys. We actually had to put posts in the ground and tie these plants up the posts to keep them off the ground, to kind of protect them from any damage. Flip this camera around. And this row we have tomatoes. They're doing so good. Huge tomatoes. All of them are green. I haven't seen a blushing one yet, so I can't wait to see. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's a huge cluster of tomatoes down here. I'm glad that plant's nice and strong. That's called a Golden Jubilee. My first that I've seen blushing tomato. Do you see it in there, guys? Where is he? Right here. It's orange. This one. I haven't seen a blushing tomato yet, and there's my first one that I'm seeing. He is a triple crop. Lots of beautiful tomatoes in here. Hi, Molly. How you doing in the garden? You being sweet? You being sweet, little garden dog? Got some basil in here. Got a bee buzzing around. I think pretty sure you probably heard that. I'm not scared of bees. This basil is beautiful. I love that it's flowered. The pollinators like it, so we leave it. When this gets a little bit taller, we come in and we harvest that. We can make pesto with it. Let's go down the next row of tomatoes. This is our Roma tomatoes. It's really hard to see these because they're so cluttered with leaves. That's why I hate these determinate varieties, because you're not supposed to prune them, which means you can't really see what's going on in there. And that makes me crazy. I like to see what's going on in our plants. That's why I love the heirlooms, so that I can prune them up and be able to see what's going on. This is like a jungle. You gotta like get in here, really get in here. But it's tons, pounds and pounds of tomatoes in here, which is great. And the Romas go all the way back. This whole row is determinate varieties, which is the Roma tomatoes. We got some squash here on the end. These are the bush Goliaths. These, I don't even know if they have any flowers. Oh, there's a flower. Oh, there's some tomatoes. I hadn't seen any tomatoes on there yet. What's this? This is an arm of a tomato that's coming out where it shouldn't be. These are Nebraska weddings. Those are huge. That's like the size of a baseball. The camera does not do it any justice out here. It really doesn't. I wish you could see it. Some of these clusters, I've had to tie them up because it's too heavy for the branch. But these need to just be clipped to the trellis, pushed back and clipped so that we can actually get our butts through here. Oh, a little grasshopper. See him? They do damage to leaves. I've seen them all over in the garden out here, but I leave them alone. What else we got over here? Yep. Awesome tomatoes. Like, there's no damage on any of these. I don't see any damage other than not being able to stake them up onto the trellis here. Everything's, gosh, taller than me now, which is great. We have some more squash down here. We're just waiting for it to grow a little bit more so we can trellis it up. This is our row of marigolds. These marigolds last season got taller than me. They were beautiful. Paul Robeson tomatoes, Abe Lincoln tomatoes, Abe Lincolns. That's huge. Cherokee purple tomatoes. Big rainbow, solar flare. Those are ones that I had to tie up because the little branch it was hanging out on was like not doing so good. It was almost broken, and if it broke off the branch, we'd be in trouble. Look at that cluster. Had a little something in here eating those. Maybe a rabbit. Maybe I gotta get him off the ground farther. Sorry, got cut off there for a second. Let's get you through this last row of tomatoes. The black crims, mortgage lifters, they're taller than me. Let's go wide angle here so we can have a better look. Look at these things. Oh my gosh. They're even gonna get bigger than that. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I always get surprised. I should never be surprised because I know they're gonna grow because we planted them. I'm pretty sure we have some crazy zucchinis in here that I haven't found yet, but everything looks nice and healthy in here. And let's go to the other side. Look at those beautiful sunflowers. Those are all taller than me now. Our gladiolas are just gorgeous, these orange and purple varieties. This is our row of cucumbers, doing really good. Haven't even really picked out any yet. Rows of peppers. We got these weaved up, which is just taking the twine and weaving it between each plant and going all the way down to the next T-post and just keeping them nice and supported with the string. So we do that every year. And we're going to do that for all the pepper beds. How about that thing? It's huge. Big as my hand. Beautiful zinnia. Giant zinnia, I should say. Got a couple of those in here. More eggplant down here. We got these little plants for free from Trellises, the local feed store. Vining squash, which is great. We'll take those all day because they're going to grow up and over these trellises. Potatoes, they're starting to die off, which is great. That's good news. They die off, tip over, and then we can pull the potatoes out of the ground. Malabar spinach is doing good. I see something been nibbling on it. That's okay. Little critters need to eat too, I guess. Never grew leeks before. That's what's right here. Chard's looking great. We all harvest off of that and eat that, take that home. It's delicious. And the flower bed up front. But everything here is looking really good. We don't have any complaints. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to plant our tomatoes that we have that were suckers that I pulled off of the plant, and I have new buckets for them. Right, Molly? We're going to do that right over here. So I have these 2 5-gallon buckets, and I'm going to dig a hole in here, make this nice and wet with some hose water, and then I brought fish fertilizer that's already diluted, and these are the suckers that we picked out of the garden. I'm going to trim up the bottoms, take that last branch off, and I'm going to stick that right in this pot, and then I'm going to put it right next to those arch trellises in the garden. So I'm going to get to that and I'll be right back. Okie doke, I got them planted. So I stuck that stem all the way to the base of the pot, and I put those plants in there. I cut off the suckers and all of the flower blossoms that were on them so I could focus on some vertical growth before it starts setting flowers and fruit. All right, so that's it for the garden tour today. Again, I am sorry that it's a day late, but here it is, this crazy garden. That's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of food in that garden. We're excited to share that with you, and I'm glad you're following along so you can see what's going on in this garden. Thank you so much for paying attention and liking our videos and sharing our videos, and hit the subscribe button here on my YouTube channel so that way you can get the notification next time we post another video about this. I do 2 other garden tours as well. I do the Wilson Garden, which is my garden at my house, as well as the Batavia Community Garden. I do that video every Wednesday, and then my house Wilson Garden is on Fridays, and then usually Ginger Creek is done on Sundays or Mondays. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care and God bless.